In essence, nothing will be left to chance. The Ascendants will see all that was, is, and will be. Humanity is well along this path to omniscience. We can thank the charismatic mathematician for giving us a metaphorical kick in the correct direction.
Keep put, much is left to come. And now, more music to perform advanced calculations.
Hostile in proximity.
See how these sharpshooters like being used. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Appreciate if you cleared out.
No need for fear. The concept isn't very scary. Complexity is partially imaginary.
Poking around further seems pointless.
You can handle it if you stay very wary. We have tools to tame high-order equations. They are useful in problematic occasions. You can take the formula's derivative, or use square roots of numbers that are negative. Complexity is partially imaginary. No need for fear. The concept isn't very scary. Complexity is partially imaginary. You can handle it if you stay very wary. Calculating the center of gravity of a shape possessing concavity, or a shape with manifold convexity. You can manage any such complexity. Complexity is partially imaginary. No need for fear. The concept isn't very scary. Complexity is partially imaginary. You can handle it if you stay very wary. Complexity is partially imaginary.
Next, the latest field data validating or repudiating our forecasts and relevant informational details for near-present and future calculations.
Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
The Department of Research and Inquiry's analysis of our Arcadian cohabitators, specifically Auntie's Choice, with a focus on their shortcomings. It is a straightforward thesis. A corporate transactional society inevitably suffers from dissatisfaction and fracturing among the population. For empirical evidence, Exhibit A, their product refinement center and chemical plant on Praetor, occupied early in the corporate incursion of that inhospitable Elysium moon, ostensibly to create sufficient essential materials.
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Skincare products to more effort and appease the superficial wants of their citizenry. Every new consumable must represent a 110% improvement over the previous one, an insulting hyperbole of mathematics and a gross disappointment for their subjects. Facilities produce more problems than products. The chemical plant is a cesspool of industrial waste, byproducts of Auntie's haphazard production process. The Product Refinement Center is plagued by disgruntlement. A splinter group has threatened a work stoppage over unfair treatment. Even basic biological functions, such as urination breaks, are transactionalized. Such inefficiency. Production is at a standstill, and rightly so. These issues are all symptoms of a larger plague: inefficiency. The corporatists claim their mission statement is the pursuit of self-betterment. In reality, their cutthroat practices and slipshod production methods will only lead to further fracturing and unhappiness, predicted with a 49.7% certainty. Source references, footnotes, and appendices for this analysis will be provided upon request.
In closing, a potentially incongruent word of advice. Invariably find a way to turn your negatives into positives.
And now, additional data and/or music determined to facilitate cognition. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
It's not enough to say you think so. Without defending your position, we won't accept a hunch or feeling, an idea based on intuition. Prove it, yes you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. A proof is a deducible argument that removes any confusion for a mathematical equation, logically guaranteeing the conclusion. Using inference and logic to cover all the bases, and with reason and deduction, so it's always true in all possible cases. Prove it, yes you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. Prove it, yes you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. Show us how it works. What's a basic proof? Let's show how it works. Here's a basic proof. The sum of two even numbers, this you can believe it. The sum of two even numbers always comes out even. A proof, a very proven proof.
try to limit further damage, Commander.
And now, constructually compelling yet categorically veracious statements regarding products researched and designed to increase energy, efficiency, creativity, and focus.
Ascendant anti-morbidic soda. None of the calories with none of the flavor.
From the Order of the Ascendant. A roguish comical remark discovered upon a chalkboard. Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate both count very little. The Order of the Ascendant counts the most. Next up, well, the seers among you already know.
Suffered extensive damage, Commander. Ratcheting up my...
Find my next victim. I mean a hostile combatant.
Consider self-preservation a priority. As a heliolightinger is still at large. All guards loyal to the Protectorate converge on my position at once.
Unfriendly nearby.
Voice of reason.
Multiplicator is charged.
Accomplished college.
As a heliolightinger is still at large. All guards loyal to the Protectorate converge on my... Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
For scientism, spatial anomalies, and cursive corporatism. Our divisive division from the Protectorate.
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Enemy intercepted.
Sorry, no target.
This is Grand Plan Wireless, broadcasting soothing tunes for your audio.
As a heliolightinger is still at heliolightinger is still at large. All guards loyal to the Protectorate converge on my position at once. Adversary vulnerabilities.
Of their subject.
Target analyzed.
Although
Late.
Auntie's Choice have extended their corporate umbrella over Praetor,
I will restore my life or avenge my death.
installed.
Under his
Protected
exit the blast.
Back and scan.
operating at 89. Combat armor.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Our presence on Praetor to mitigate the
System endures.
unique to this move. Such irony.
The Protectorate.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Ability, even for our
Ripley
foes.
moving to cover.
Let's weapon prime. prime!
Citizens ever shower us with gratitude for not turning it against them? Further beneficial content soon follows. And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
Generating primes, techniques, and uses. Good day and welcome again to Advanced Abstract Algebraics, Section 4. Which I have selected today based on its arithmetic-based harmonic progressions. My name is Edmund Vanderson, and I am the Senior Tenured Laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numenistics, Order of the Ascendant. This lecture will focus on the generation of prime numbers, techniques, and uses thereof. I know. Prime numbers.
Mobilizing.
Well, for those new to the order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition decades ago while still in diapers. But no matter. I have been called many things, and repetitious is one of them. I have also been called redundant several times, and once I was called reiterative, if you can believe that. So, prime numbers. What are they? The simplest definition is this. Given the set of natural numbers greater than 1, let's call that set n2, then a prime is any number in the set n2 that is not itself a product of 2 other numbers in the set n2. A simple definition. Elegant, even. Uplifting. Almost ascendant, you could say, but not redundant. Side note, I am frequently asked why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should and would be sufficient reason to want them. But there are also, how should I say, practical applications, such as maintaining the security of bit cartridges. In fact, our archive uses primes for that reason and many more. The archive incorporates prime numbers for storage and retrieval on its ultra-efficient system of data bricks, as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory stores for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such. But if you strive to become a numenistics researcher, there are several questions in the area of prime number study. The question is this: is every even member of the set n2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so, but no one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next Senior Tenured Laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numenistics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good dispositions to you all, and good day.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism. Warmest courtesies, fellow ascendants. Please collaborate in ponderance of our former protectorate colleagues. To consider them simply as adversaries is intellectually lazy. They are a subjugated population, incurious, cognitively atrophied. What horror! The protectorate overseers have much to answer for. Lest you forget why we parted professional ways, they pacify their subjects. Correction, they stupefy them with depressive pharmaceutics and relentless propaganda, unlike us. Our sum is greater than our parts. We collaborate with unforced enthusiasm for scientism, and of course to avoid undue criticism of our theses at peer review. Our estranged colleagues, meanwhile, pit neighbor against neighbor, reporting one another for nothing more egregious than independent thought. Of this, we have ample evidence. Protectorate rank and file have washed upon our shores sputtering testimonials of so-called mental refreshment, a process wherein citizenry undergo chemical thought suppression. In a praetor fortress dedicated to this insidious purpose, they emerge more intellectually docile than when they entered, perfect protectorate subjects. Such deplorable practices have spurred some to action. A protectorate support group on Free Market Station seeks to rehabilitate the mentally refreshed. Free Market Station is hosting a training group to help ex-protectorate subjects think for themselves, make them productive members of a true society. We should welcome them back, our former colleagues, replace the artifacts of the paradigm with the verifiable
illustration is in
veracity
order.
of the universal equation.
Now do carry on. And as always, anticipate and calculate.
Continuing as predetermined. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
Sharpen up. Hostiles nearby.
Active influences!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Locking them down. Mitigating the threat.
Step aside. Swine. All on the wrist.
Appreciate craftsmanship! We shall stay there and
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
they covet our due bounty!
Investigating hostile intentions.
Can you give me an example that is true? Of course. The number when you square the root of 2. Explain. An isosceles right triangle. The smaller sides are measured both as one. The length of the longest side then cannot fully be expressed by anyone. Irrational, 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 irrational. The remainder is mishmashinal. Are there any numbers you can name us? Numbers that are famous? The ratio known as golden. It is written in the Greek letter pi. From the Fibonacci set beholden. Second pi is a worldwide phenomenon. Circling don't confuse it with its homonym sibling. It's a number you cannot hear. Irrational, 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 irrational. Remainder is irrational. What's a number that has no ending? A number that we call transcending. A mathematics man named
You are listening to Grand Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason. No need to squander cogitation on a lengthy preamble for this installment of Ask a Vicar, especially with today's proverbial doozy of a query. A listener asks, I ain't got time to suss out the difference between the grand plan and the universal equation. Now let's turn to Vicar Magsai for the answer.
First, based on the vernacular of that question, and it's not even a question, I shall assume the inquirer is no academic. Indeed,
Dagmar would never let herself be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it.
Society, what they might call a rum leech. To this listener, I say, welcome. We vicars are always gladsome to educate the ignorant and to maximize comprehension of our new corporate friend. I shall present my answers using as few syllables as possible in the lingua franca of Auntie's choice. product placement. I've just upended a box of Purple Berry Crunch across my work desk. It's one of Auntie's Choice's more digestible products.
Ah,
Edible even.
you're still alive. Now, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Azza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to.
Every artificially flavored berry on my desk.
Well, I'm waiting to hear your ineffectual arguments as to why you should be spared. And then I'll kill you. You can start by telling me why. Why'd you do it, and why me?
Why? I'm a loyal subject to the True Protectorate. What other reason is there? When the Consul tasked me to help save the colony, I did not even think to ask why. And you were an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside. But then you went berserk. I never could have imagined how you'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people.
We will ascend to godhood.
What happens next may surprise you, but not us. Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already...
Which wrong people didn't she kill? We were supposed to work through intimidation and the perceived threat to our system. Sure, maybe kill some subjects, those that could possibly become threats to the Protectorate, but not the dozens she slaughtered. For Matriarch's sake, she was killing vigilance. And then she started asking questions that would have led to her discovering the truth. She had to die before the Consul decided to cut the link between Azza, him, and the Dawn. Me. The Consul feared that the Sovereign wasn't up to the task he inherited. He actually believed the subjects no longer needed such a firm guiding hand. So the Consul set to creating a challenge for the Sovereign to rise to make manifest the hidden dangers he refused to see. It began with labeling political subversives members of a fictitious cult. When that didn't work, the Consul enlisted me to make the glorious dawn a reality.
Enough of this blathering on. It's well past time for Dagmar and her life to part ways. She's dead.
No need for fear. The concept isn't very scary. Complexity is partially imaginary.
As am I. She should have suffered more for what she did. You know, for a moment there, I was questioning everything. But it quickly became obvious she was just lying to save herself.
Equations. They are useful in problematic occasions. You can take the
You're so naive. But don't feel bad. It took me until now to see through her subterfuge. No. The glorious dawn was always true. She was just using it for her own debased ends. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the dawn into the glorious future.
no need for fear. The concept isn't very scary. Complexity is partially imaginary.
True. There may be those that do not accept my leadership, but they will die. The dawn is too important to disband. What little risk any of them may pose doesn't concern me. I can send out a general message from here, informing the cells that the previous exalted leader has betrayed us and has been dealt with, and that I am now in charge. I suspect some will simply jump into the closest rift. And to be perfectly candid, I'm hoping there are more than a few that refuse to acknowledge their new leader. Enough to keep my knife skills up at least. It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.